Okay, there we are. Hope everything works out fine. Now let's have some fun tonight. First, I am in the character creation thingy because, this is pretty much a role-playing game. Somewhere between Battle Brothers and, I don't know, classic RPGs. What's Savvy? Increases peace, settle chance. Okay. Imperial, Tarkian, Dwarf. Okay, we're just going to go for a regular human being, I guess. Because without any deeper knowledge about the game, everything is just the same. I'll have to try out what the things are, so this is more intelligent, this is more persuasion and some beast gear. Well, we'll stay with that. People like me with this gear, with this one, and I mean, this game is supposed to be pretty hard, so probably I'll re-roll in a half an hour anyways. So background. Okay. Unavailable for this race is the savage background. So, well, scholar. I wanted to go for a scholar. What do I get for that? History, more savvy, and insight. Use insight to purchase perks for your leader or to raise the prowess of your companions. So kind of some bonus points. Ash, hey there. Nice to see you. Calling. Trader, mercenary, explorer. Okay. So the explorer gains... What are we going for? I want to go for the explorer way. From a scholar to an explorer. I think that's okay. So this calling is geared towards surviving in the wilderness and starts with a larger specialized crew, which results in higher upkeep. Okay. Well, only for more experienced players. Well. So the game supposes that I should take the trader background first. Okay. Be that. I'll take that. Okay, Ash. Well, I don't know why you are forced to watch an ad, but know that it helps me, if that's any consolation. So we get one trade perk, one movement perk, reputations, slaves, workers, more storage, beast lures. Okay, some protection from beasts. Ambition, free play, renown, no victory condition. Your goal is to become well known and respected in society. One of the famous Valkyrie. Have to travel. Well, we're going to for free. We're going for free play for now. Perks. So allocate perks using your starting inside. Okay. I love it. Character creation is so much fun. So we got attributes, professions, leadership. What's that cost inside? Ah, yeah, here. So you can use resourcefulness to gain movement points. So that's one I already got. Here are all the things that I can take. Alchemy, arcane lore, beast lore, con, engineering, increase slaver. Okay. Evaluate, healer. Ah, so these are all perk points. The pen and paper role player in me is very, very pleased. Wonderful. Hunting, intimidation, magic sense. Scouting. Okay. So it doesn't help me sense magic anyway. What's resourcefulness? No tooltip? I hear. Can be used to aid in various tasks. Okay. Authority is the measure of how many assigned deputies you may have. Higher authority also makes your companions more tolerant with the decisions you make. Okay. So that's pretty costly. Survival Skulker. My God, there's so many options. Prospecting. Let's take one point in prospecting. That sounds like fun. And so these are all the unlocks that where I choose what I can do with my resourcefulness. Okay. Let's see. Encourage. Enhance. Let's take that. This sounds like a good thing to take. Hey, Claspa, welcome. Charisma. Yeah, I'll take that. Dexterous. I don't know what that's good for. Perceptive. Let's take some base points. I think that's a bad choice to pick 1 point everywhere, but as a beginner, I think that's okay. And let's take 1 extra point of authority. I'm pretty sure I will hate these decisions when I have more experience, but that's okay. I'm the Vagrus icon. What were names then? Okay. Generate. Can I generate a random name for myself? No? Weird. Okay. What's that button good for? Okay, let's go.
Curious, curious. I am humbled to have made your acquaintance, good master. I'm sure that many great adventures await you on your journey.
Okay. Let's see how this works out. I've played the tutorial a bit, but I really wanted to go for a free play session, so. Houdini, hey there. Morning creeps up quietly on the arid wasteland. You wake up and step out of your tent into the crisp air, yawning, stretching, and blinking into the orange light of the rising sun. The fiery orb's warm rays are welcome in stark contrast to how you all will feel in a few hours. This game really lives around its storytelling like that. So we're going to enjoy a lot of text here. I hope you guys don't mind. So, let's see. I should stop on my way to a proper city. Okay, the old man we had in the intro is leaving. Thank you for coming, good master, the old man says. I will not go to Torzak's shelter with you. Okay. What does he want from me, then? He wants to give me advice. All right. Let's take that advice. First off, there are a lot of rumors going around in a city as great as Grim Torzak, but even in smaller settlements too. Listen to these, for there's often truth to such talk, and gossips can guide you to business opportunities, valuables, or interesting places. Yeah, okay, that's not really too surprising. Okay. That's just some basic talk, what I'm supposed to do. There's a man I know in Torzak. Okay. Chap is called Braxius. Strange fellow, not only because of his peculiar lineage. You'll see he runs a shop. Buy off any trinket of you that you do not need any longer. He may sell you something useful. Okay. Tell me where I can't find Braxius, please. Goodbye, old man. Oh yeah, so that's the world. See? My map looks like that. Okay, so this is my god, this is huge. No, Classfo, that's more. There's more behind that. This is somewhat between Battle Brothers and a post-apocalyptic D&D setting. You are playing some commander of a caravan in this post-apocalyptic setting, and the specialty of this whole game here is that this whole world, it's not procedurally generated or such. This is handcrafted. There's a lot of stuff to discover, and I was pretty hyped when I got the opportunity to actually play that game. I don't know how it really plays out, but the premise of the developers looked top notch for somebody like me, at least. And it's supposed to be pretty hard. So they're telling me that I should go to Torzak first. Okay. 4 to 6 days of travel. Alright, got it. Of course, I have to get over my own newbiness first. What's this? Weekend scout. So we need to go north, that is. And we have movement points. And we have this grid where we can move. I guess these nodes are all bound to events in one way or another. So we have price histories here. All right, because we can trade. This is also a trade game in its own respect. Here we have the composition of our caravan. So let's see. I got 7 fighters. I got a couple of mounts, a beast of burden. We got some supplies. What's that? Luxury wine. Okay. Also got some money. I got no companions and no deputies. Well, that's not good. We need people. Alright. Here's the deets about the costs. What's that? Fighting power, I suppose? Oh man, this game creates some really good old school vibes towards me. Alright, we're going to head over to Kernak Way Station, I guess. Yeah, let's see. We can enter that place. The Comitatus, that's our company here, descends into the great basin that shelters Kernak Way Station from the worst of the jagged wastes, dust and rock storms. Even at this distance from the walled compound, you can see that the outpost is vastly overcrowded. So, okay, lots of people at Kernak Station. A pair of gruff-looking mercenaries walk out to meet you and give you a half-hearted hail. First one to speak is a tall, lean, tainted fellow armed with a barbed spear. Gotta say, you folk just keep popping up like wraiths around a rotten corpse. Alright, move your R's over there and try to settle in without a fuss. He points to a large area. Okay. What's up with your attitude? There's a brief pause, but then the mercenary sighs again and seems to deflate, his frustration giving way to awareness. Listen, I didn't mean to bite your hat off, stranger. It's not your fault. It's this. His gaze wanders around the way station with disgust. Now, granted, all this crowd was pretty fun and profitable in the beginning, but now the whole place looks and smells like a war camp. Soon after it began, folks started bickering for all sorts of shit. Best camp spot, more water from the well, more food, and on and on and on. Fights broke out. Okay. Seems like they need some help, don't you guys think? So, but why are there so many people? There's all sorts of rumors, but you better ask around. Okay. Sure, what I believe. Okay. With that, he bows his head and lights a bogweed reefer. Okay. Bogweed it is. Okay. Now we can explore this place. Okay. I like how this looks like. So we can explore a story here if we want to. We can trade here. Bone. Bright kelp. What's that? Ah, here we can recruit people, I guess, or buy slaves and whatnot. Okay. Rumors trade routes are blocked. Might this be an opportunity in disguise? Passengers. Travelers turn back from the south. They need supplies? So I guess that's our cargo hold. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good comparison. That's true. It was a shame that I never grew close to the combat system of Thea. And since combat was a pretty important part about that game, and I didn't like it, it was a little bit unfortunate, you know. So let's check this out. I'm absolutely curious why there's so many people there. So, trading. All manner of people. The largest stone building housing the tavern is filled to the brim with customers, so much so that you cannot get inside for a drink. Luckily, they had the sense to set up a bar outside too, and the kitchens try to serve as many of the clientele as possible. Okay. Talk to the agents of factions looking for someone to haul goods and take passengers. What's that? Your story is in alignment. Okay, let's do this. I mean, I'm a trade background dude, so... Yorin, hey there, welcome. You need some OP gear to be good in combat and Thea. Well, it was more about how the actual system was working out. It was really too alternative. I don't know. So let's see. There are the agents of the trading house trying to cut losses, as well as a bunch of shady fellas, probably smugglers, who promise that you will not regret taking them and their stuff to the great city. Another group, some pilgrims, wanted to reach a shrine in the south, now wish to turn back towards the shelter. Last but not least, there's a company of foreign merchants from the Dragonlands looking for a new market. Whoever you choose, you will not be able to strike a deal with another group. So, who are we going to pick up? I think I'm going to take the agents of the trading houses. They sound like people who are going to give us a straight deal. The deal is struck fairly quickly. The 3 trade agents of House Venari want you to take them along with their bodyguards and sizable cargo of dried mushrooms to Torzak's shelter. Yeah, it's the same spot where I want to go. As per the agreement, you have to travel to the city without unnecessary delay, and they will add their remaining supplies to your stores when you arrive. You will be handsomely compensated when you reach the shelter's gate. Make sure you have 2 empty cargo slots for their goods before leaving. Okay. Got it, my friends, got it. So... let's do this as well. I mean, why not? It doesn't sound like we... After ordering a mug of mushroom ale and some food, you sit down on a bench under dusty awnings and take a look around. There are all kind of people here. Ferocious-looking orc mercenaries arm wrestle at a long table nearby. Loud at body jokes. Okay. So... well, I guess there's hints to these points there. Okay, Tarkin traders. There are some other Vagri you can talk to and soon learn the reason for the state of this place. Apparently the Imperial Legions closed off the only pass through the Cepus Mountains in the south not too long ago, turning back anyone and everyone on both sides. It's plunged the travel plans and business enterprises of many into utter chaos. People suspect that this is a reaction to the strange earthquake several weeks ago and the terrible windstorms that followed. Okay. Let's just leave the compound for now. We have a job, and that's not our problem right now, I might dare say so. And let's buy some supplies and keep going, I'd say. Probably I want to recruit some extra fighters, but I'm not sure. Do I want to recruit some extra fighters? It gives me a safer feeling towards my fighting power. I don't know why, but somehow I want to have that. Mushroom ale, just like meth. Well, the thing here is to give you guys an impression. The background here is that This world was once ruled by a big bad empire, and they grew pretty feisty and arrogant, and were really bad to the people. And well, the gods warned them. They didn't pay attention to the gods. The gods came down, destroyed the empire, and that drove the world into a cataclysm. The gods were very sorry and made a run for it and never came back. And now people are living in a post-apocalyptic world warped by a magic calamity that came down for it by the gods. Lots of the world is shattered, and we're making the best out of it. Alright, so let's go. Torzak's shelter. So, oh, I needed more than that. Okay. So, oops. No, we're not leaving the mushrooms. I'm not allowed to. Okay, so I messed up with that. Dang. Whatever. I'm a noob. I'm allowed to. Okay, I had no clue that 2 slots were more than that. Okay, so let's mark Torzak's shelter as our spot where we want to go. Let's see. Can I? Well, we're going to camp here. We put up guards. Well, we have 2 points left. I could send my scouts to hunt, but, well, not today. So Vagrus is a one of the most common mistakes. Expand too fast initially. Instead, focus on faction trade tasks. Many mercenary tasks are extremely difficult. So guys, I'm used to pain, but thanks for warning me. Alright, so some of these roads are... okay. So getting into the main road would be a faster way to travel, so... things are starting to make sense. Let's get onto the road here. Although I might assume that the road is a little bit more dangerous. Okay. Two days of supplies are left. Sudden gales and odd winds are no strangers to wanderers of the wastelands such as you, but even you have to admit that there is something different about these gusts. It is almost as if there were voices on the wind, barely audible, just beyond the threshold of perception, whispers. People stop in their tracks to listen and frown in concentration. The whole experience is quite unnerving. You calm them, okay? Sounds like we got this. So my supplies will be gone very soon. And I should pay those people, for Christ's sake. I like to pay my people per day. Because, you know, this makes your people happy. Okay, but Torzak's shelter is just around the corner here. We have supplies for another day, so that's not really an issue here. Okay, wonderful. The Comitatus is inside of the nearby settlement. Okay. Great Black Blood Mountains, tower head, crowned with black fortresses and jagged battlements. Single immense wall that blocks entry into the bowels of the mountain looms ahead. Okay. Alright, the cargo is in order. House Venari is happy. And we gain 26 Lurg. Alright. So, Bros, Lurg, and Changers is the currency here. We got extra supplies. Okay. And we can enter the city. Is this like a medieval Sunless Sea? Kind of like Judy. I think that's a pretty good comparison. Sunless Sea was a pretty similar game, but this one is a little bit more on the side of, well, not medieval, but more like post-apocalyptic fantasy setting. I don't know if it seems high fantasy to me, or it's medium fantasy. I can't really tell. It doesn't seem to be low fantasy because we have a lot of different fantasy creatures here already running around, and there's magical mutations, and the gods have wreaked havoc upon the world, so that's not exactly a low fantasy world. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, let's approach the guards. What do these icons mean? My story is in alignment, alright. I don't have nothing to hide. Alright, so we have to pay the gate tax. Alright, how much do they want from me? 3 changers. Yeah, okay, come on. I thought that this would be more brutal. Warhammer on steroids? I have no clue. I really got no clue. The thing is that this is a completely handcrafted world from the devs that they made up with their own D&D campaigns, which is something I love because I do exactly the same thing at my own home. I have 2 complete worlds designed in my life, and this is awesome to see people do similar things and have it fleshed out as a computer game. That's really, really awesome. Okay, Torzak's shelter. So we can explore the city, we can explore the Undercity, the Civic District, the Market District, the Temple District. Oh my god. So what can we trade here? I still got luxury wine on me. So we can sell that for couple of coins. I got no clue though how trading is supposed to work for me. So, so the game remembers the prices of the places I've been to. Smart. Okay, so it seems like, oh yeah, I like that. This game seems like could be something I really love to play. Let's see. Okay, we could go for trading. There, we got a lot of money in our pockets. Here we can, of course, get tons of people on our side. And factions. Okay. Many settlements have faction pains. Each faction provides a variety of tasks. Procedurally generated, non-story related. Okay. Supply run for the Carpenter's Guild. Deliver 30 pottery to Lumen. This sounds like exactly something up my venue. Just need to find out where Lumen lies. It's a very, very good question, though. Where the hell is Lumen? Can I... Is there a search function? So this would be a longer journey for sure. Or am I just overlooking something and we're not actually looking for a place called Lumen and I'm just a noob. So here. Yeah. Ah, it's a smaller thing. Okay. It's basically around the corner. Alright. Let's kill ourselves and try it. So we're supposed to get there and we'd get 12 of these silver coins. Who's that people I'm working for there actually? That's the Carpenter's Guild. Okay. House Darius? House Oakwoe? I could travel to Kernak Way Station to transport something. House Venari? Loader's Guild. Rathanok Alliance? Church of Ash Skull. Church of Segorod. Okay, there's a lot of factions here. Available. Okay. One of the most powerful criminal syndicates of the Empire. The Carpenters. Yeah, that sounds extremely trustworthy. House Darius? Imperial Trading House. Military supplies. So we'll gain bonuses for standing good with these people. Okay. House Oakwoe. Obsidian and Ivory. Venari. Well, we had already a good contact with the Venari people. It's like the Freemasons. Yeah, Freemasons were the medieval Illuminati, so... Venari is an old institution uniting merchants and rich aristocrats into an economic powerhouse. They have monopolies in oil and mushrooms, but they are very prominent in other businesses as well. I love it that the people I picked up had mushrooms on their... Yeah, these people know what they do. You know what? We're going to go run for Venari, because I feel like I'm a trader. My character's background is a trader, so this is a roleplay heavy game, so let's roleplay. So Arkan is over there. Sure thing. We're gonna go there. 3 to 5 days of travel. Okay. Paper boy, hey there. Oakwoe seems to be a merchant guildish, while Venari are nobles. Yeah, I want to trade up, you know. Heart and teeth. It's all fine so far. I had the appointment with the doctor just to prepare for the surgery. It's gonna happen on 14th October. So when that's gonna happen, I'm gonna get 2 teeth extracted, and well, I guess I will be not streaming for a couple of days after that. But for now, everything is quite fine. Lol Spela, caught a stream, been following on YouTube. Okay. You're most welcome. I am always happy to inspire people to try out new games. It's always a good one. Cheers, mate. Yeah, Paperboy, it's not the first rodeo like these for me. I don't, well, I have inherited pretty bad teeth from my family, so. Not looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to having it behind me. Best I can say. But now, let's take that supply run for House Venari and see what that brings us. Okay, so we got the... Is that the stuff I'm supposed to carry for them? Deliver pottery. Yeah, that's the pottery I should deliver. Good. So we're going to head over and buy the supplies we need. Alright, we got supplies for 12 days. Perfect. I don't dare to go for more merchandise or such. And, well, I wish we could get some companions, but I have no clue how you do that. But that's okay. One thing at a time. So. tavern, probably, you say? Well, there's lots of districts here in the town. And wasn't there something here, the pawnbroker in the market district of Torzak's shelter? So let's do this. Sprawling over a dozen blocks close to the city gate, the market district is a bustling, crowded place where you can buy and sell almost anything imaginable. Okay. Seek out Braxia's store. Wonder what these icons are trying to tell me. You make your way to the part of the market district that lies just east of the Colorrush market. It takes a while to locate the statue of Mercatus overlooking a dried-up fountain carved of dark stone, but when you do find it, you can see that the shop is indeed right where Agos said it would be. Okay. Inside is a dark little room with a dirty counter, a strange odor, and nondescript trash that barely passes for wares.
This is very personal.
Oh, thank you, mate. It's very, very... Oh my god. We're 6 months in advance. You're in for something. Thank you so much for the support, man. It's deeply appreciated. What can I do you for? He says with a ghoulish grin. He can't help it. He has pointed teeth, a big nose, a crown of jagged horns that not only adorns the top of his head, but also the sides of his jaws. What's this dude? His eyes burned with a pale orange light. Why does this guy look like a demon? Thanks for that pleasant surprise. Are you Braxius? Oh yeah, in the flesh. Okay, so... So I guess this dude is going to provide me with the first deputy here. Yeah, ask me. This fellow I have in mind wants to return to the road. He used to be well connected many years ago, worked for some crime syndicate or another. Disappeared for a while, came back a year ago. Bouncer, but some disabilities. Harbeck. Okay. He owes something to Agos. Yeah, sure, hook me up with this Harbeck, dude. Minutes after you tell Braxius that you wish to meet this Harbeck, he has closed down the shop and is leading you to where you can talk to the man. You soon arrive at a stinking watering hole at the end of an alley, somewhere between the market district and the Undercity. The sign has a feeding carrion bird on it, the grinding gizzard. You find a quiet table. Told you're looking for someone to join your comitatus. Oh yeah, here, wait a sec. A scythe-like right arm as well as his other insectoid features, clearly the results of the taint. Okay. Sounds like somebody who can take some nasty work. So, oh, this is a real job interview. Ask him about his past. Okay, long story short, I ran with some gangs down. Blah. Okay. Sounds like he was running with the crime syndicates, but not any longer. Purgatoria. So everything which is underlined blue here, you can check out what... Oh, the prison colony. Okay. So, what about your underworld connections? Oh, yeah, he's willing to use his connections for me. He wants 3 Lurg. Yeah, come on. Come on up, dude. I want somebody with me here. Plus 40 loader skilled. Oh. he has more people for me. So 2 fellows here in Torzak. Both have their own problems, so to say, but they're trying to solve. Okay. One is a dwarf, and a particularly nasty one. Dad. Okay. Specialist when it comes to dwarfy stuff. Scrounging, smuggling, hoarding. Okay. Sounds like somebody I would want to have for a trader's company here. Okay, the other one is an orc, and a tough one for even his kind. He's somewhat of a celebrity around these parts. Won a few gladiator tournaments years ago. Okay. I want the dwarf. Naturally a businessman. Okay. That little twerp is deep in... Okay. If you want him, you need to pluck him out of it. Well, bye-bye, dude. I don't want to owe this demon dude anything. I don't like that. Alright, we're going to hit the road now. What's there? Takes place. A lean woman
You're
dressed
welcome.
in bureaucrat's tunic. Thanks for the follow, Space Ghost. Appreciate. So, apologies, Vagrus, the woman says, bowing her head politely. I work for the Magistrate of Tax Collection. No need to be alarmed. I'm here to present to you an opportunity. I have a message attached to some documents that need to be delivered to Arkan, to a client of ours. Arkan, wasn't that the place I was traveling to anyways? Arkan, yes. Okay. I have a message attached to some documents. Okay. Sure. It's just the way I'm walking. It's going to be problems, I'm sure, but whatever. Thank you, Vagrus. I'm sure it will be worth your time. Our client is a very resourceful man who works for research of some renown. He awaits the message in the town of Arkan to the north. We're in a small apartment above a tobacco shop on Sildwaite Street. His name is Levantius. Okay. It's such a pleasure to see so much handcrafted content. It's been a while that I have been pampered like that. So the game actually, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I have to find my way myself here. There's there's nothing I can do here. I need to check the map. I need to check here's Tor's action. So it's pretty awesome. I like that. This is a implemented challenge level that's very immersive without being truly annoying. I like that. Really, really like that. It also opens up with more experience to go for different ways and such. You just need to go north, exactly. Good night, Ash. Thanks for dropping by. So, nutrition sustained. So we pay 3 of these copper thingies. Bros. Wait a sec, no. No, we pay 3 lurk. What? 1 lurk, 10 changers. Yeah, so our daily expenses are free lurk. Okay. Doesn't my delivery only yield 9 of those? That would be a pretty bad deal. Okay, so let's check the map. I'm here. We need to go all the way up there. Okay. So I can't follow the road a tad bit further. So those extra fighters might have been already a problem. Crossroads. Oh yeah, that's where we're headed. 3 copper things for... No, that's the entire, caravan. Crossroads. So that's also an outpost here, okay. But we're not going to get in there. We got our own business. Let's move on. All right. And let's head over there. Well, according to what I've seen now, it's a good thing that we've had that extra job there. Okay, we are at Arkham now. So it took me 6 days. 6 times 3, that's 18 Lurg for getting there. Levantius the Burdened. And wait a sec, cultivating a good relationship. Okay. Preferential. Okay. Oh, no, I'll get 8 Bros. Okay, so this was a good deal after all. Because we got 80, we got 80 of these thingies, and we paid 18 of those. Yeah, that's okay, that's okay. Well, it was a good deal. It's always a little bit hard when you're new to a world to understand everything. So Arkan is a new town. I went from 29 to 32. I think it was even a little bit better than that, but whatever. Nestled between the thicket of rock pillars called the Akaros Forest, the imperial town of Arkan is constantly beaten by wind and engulfed in fine dust from the jagged waste. Okay. Let's go and see this Levantius dude. Silhouette Street dozes sleepily under the hot daytime sun, fragrant with the sharp, bitter odor of tobacco and bogweed, sold by a multitude of vendors here. As you make your way to the 3-storied white building where Levantius dwells, you are offered all kinds of baccy, incense, reefers, pipes, hookahs, and the like, material and accessories for the connoisseurs of recreational smoking. Okay. Ground floor of the building is occupied by yet another tobacco shop, the owner of which simultaneously serves as the landlord. For a handful of tiny rooms, she rents out for those who look for a long-term yet temporary stay in Arkham. Okay. In one of the more spacious rooms, you find a young, dark-haired, slender fellow dressed in a tunic, wearing half-moon glasses and bent over a shaky desk. I need neither smoke nor food nor wine nor women, he mutters without looking. Okay. The young man looks at you, his face suggesting sharp wit, his eyes probing. Okay. Pleased to meet you. He's appreciating that letter. Okay. He's not happy about the letter I brought him. Alright, I got 1 lurg for that. Okay. So. Would you care to take me with you as a passenger and visit Lumen? Okay. Why not? Come on over, my man. Let's see if I can't get a job towards Lumen. Here, House Oakwoe would bring me a quest there. Yeah, let's do this. There we go. Lumen sits over there. So if I would be totally crazy, I could go in between there. The bogweed sounds suspicious to you. Well, I'd say it's just the regular weed. Okay, we're gonna do this because this brings me an extra opportunity to earn some money. And let's hit the road. Okay, this is really cool. I can't really I feel like I can't really dive and into these towns because there's so much other stuff to be explored first, and your crew finds it nearby when the Comitatus makes a short stop. A pile of stones, and around it, arranged in the pattern, some carved tokens. There are also small offerings of all kinds placed next to the tiny shrine. There can be no question about it. The sacred place is dedicated to Irophons, saint of the roads. Seasoned traveler yourself. Okay. What kind of offering do we leave? We're going to leave an offering of coins or food. Let's leave food. So we'll have to get back on the road. Okay, so these things are growing more and more normal to me. We could now enter Crossroads and buy some... Okay, no, there's nothing here. That's just a point of interest. 3 large marble obelisks stand silently where the Emperor's Road and the Windway meet. Sometimes comitatis stop here before continuing their arduous journeys north, south, or east. The standing stones care little for such visitors, for they have witnessed so many of their short-lived kind pass by. Okay. It is rather disappointing. 3 lean standing stones, each about 60 feet high, surround the crossroads. So this is like, the first one was the postcard, and this is the reality. It's boring. The postcard was shiny. AFK, hey there. Never seen that game? Yeah, it is leaving early access this month, and the developers were kind enough to provide me with the access to the full version ahead of everybody else, so I can test it out a little bit for you. The art is amazing. Yeah, not only the art, this is a whole good package. I really like what this does so far. The only thing that I'm still a little bit afraid about is that the actual gameplay might be not so much of my taste, but I have to dive deeper to see how the character development goes, how the development of your caravan goes. I have no clue about all these things yet, but there are a lot of good things going on, and even if the game itself will fail to deliver gameplay wise in a thoroughly wonderful experience, all that story in there might actually convince me to bite through a couple of things that I don't like too much, and that's already a good thing. I love that world already. I want to explore and know what's going on here. That's a good thing. It's really, really a good thing. So the disappointing standing stones, we're going to search here a bit. Follow tracks. You comment upon a set of tracks. Okay. No. We're not going to strive into the wastelands only because we've uncovered some tracks. I'm not crazy. I have a bureaucrat on my caravan. We're not going to do crazy things. I mean, the whole gameplay experience that I have right now on this run is the cowards gameplay. We're supposed to be traders, and so I'll play like a coward. Okay, we can take the road here. Is this the road to take? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay, so there won't be any place to buy supplies in the next time. So we're going to head over to Torzak's shelter one more time to resupply ourselves. Is there combat? Yes, yes, yes. There's also combat. The combat is a little bit... It reminded me a lot of Gordian Quest. I don't know if you know that one, but, well, it's grid-based, turn-based combat, basically. So, pay the gate tax. 3 changers. That's okay. It's not that costly. We need supplies, though. So, one thing I was wondering about. What does a Beast of Burden bring? More carrying capacity. A Beast of Burden also costs 22 bros. So that's actually really costly. And those supplies are also pretty costly. Another thing I'm noticing slowly. All right. We already taken care of the tax. So your companions here will be the people fighting out the actual combat. By the way, what about my Vagrus? So, is there any way of leveling up my dude? That's the thing I'm wondering about. Perks, yeah, I know, but the question is, does my character develop over time or not? But I'm pretty sure he will. Oh yeah, I have insight points, and I can invest those. Ah, insight is basically my experience points. Now I get it. So let's check it out. I've learned a little bit. So arcane law, yeah, I want that. My character is I'm curious about these things. So let's go for some... what's that? Navigation. Outer Realms law, yeah. My character has a scholar's background. So let's go for religion as well. I think that's all fine and makes sense. So savvy, yeah, more intelligence. Let's go. Yeah, talk to companions. That's actually a thing. So, my God, there's a lot of options here. Campaign of payback. Well, I don't want to dive into that right now. There's a big bad overload happening, and I want to keep these things under control for now. Happens to me with this kind of game quite often that I am a little bit information overloaded after a while. I'll head back to my companion once I am a little bit less. So let's go for a hunting attempt, because we have 2 movement points available. Hunting fail. No scouts were harmed. I think I could try that more often because I noticed that food is quite costly. Vigilus Tower. Aker's Quarry. Okay. Old spots we could visit, can't we? But I got enough food. So tonight we have no movement points left. Alright. This place is called Lumen for a reason. Nice. That's so much fun. I love it to have a world to explore like that. And I bet moving around these nodes there gives you a chance to trigger events there. I bet. Okay, the town of Lumen. We have those persistent enough to travel towards the blinding light and the scorching heat. Oh, wait a sec. Got an owie on my finger. I have to fix that. Scorching heat of the south, Calorus eventually reached the town of Lumen and glimpsed its sandstone buildings protected by its shielding wall, yet most of the settlement was built under the sands, sheltered from the lethal temperatures and unbearable shine of the surface. Night brigades of prospectors flood the still searing crystal forest to get their hands on as rich a bounty as they can, hauling it back to Lumen's bustling underground marketers. Plots from imperial crystal harvesting, the town is famous for its resident crystal mancers, ever delving into the secrets of Calorus. Man, this gets me all curious, you know. Yeah, exactly, Kieran, that's how you measure life. Crybaby, hey there, welcome. Nice to see you, mate. What's wrong about the term mistress? Does that appease you? All right, we're going to do our faction business first. Wait a sec. Die. Okay. Tasks. I failed? Oh, I was too slow. I had no clue that this was supposed to be a on-time delivery. Oh, shoot. Okay. Lesson learned. I had no clue. Okay. Crippling debt. Says who? Ah, well, 19, yeah. So so, this is 27 days is the time that I got for that. Okay, but this is really far away. Okay. Let's see what our friend here says. There might be a skill that makes you travel faster. That's one thing for sure, and I also can force travel. These are march movement points that I can use. And there's also moral and vigor influencing my max marching points. I'm pretty sure there's also perks that help there. I just had no clue that there was a time thingy on that. Levantius leads you to the underground walls of Lumen, where his employer resides in a somewhat secluded street. You come to a huge bolted door, which a piece of parchment is fastened. Enter at your own peril. It's just for keeping the undesirables away, Levantius explains as he quickly pushes a few hidden panels and opens the doors. Mistress Candic entertains herself with some rather unorthodox experiments, true, but the greatest danger here is the harrowing effect her extraordinary messiness might have on more organized minds. You'll see. As soon as you step inside, you can see that he was right. The interior of the vast workshop is a veritable labyrinth of scrolls, books, slates, shelves, chests, workbenches, alembics, minerals, unidentifiable tools, and other apparatus. Okay. Drawings of dragons. You almost jump when suddenly from amidst the chaos a thin ghost-like apparition emerges and passes by you. It is a pale, middle-aged woman, not unprepossessing in her strangeness, dressed wholly in white, with short hair of the same color. "Levantius, your home?" she asks. "An accurate observation as always, Domina," he sputters. Okay. This world has a very Roman influence. Okay. The title itself implies that already. Yeah, they gave me really a lot of money for that. So, they want to hire me once again. So what do you guys want to offer me? So, see if Candic has a quest for me. The fraction of the yellow light through obsidian and inflatable crystal can be used to measure the seismic activity in our expedition's return. What the heck? She seems to be a sciencey person. Persuasions. Okay, so yeah, we're a bit busted here. So we have price comparisons between Torzak's Shelter and Lumen, though. Maybe we can scrape out some money with that. So my storages are for 5 days. So do I already have messed up myself? Did it go that quickly? I love it. I love this game already. So let's see. A stack of supplies. This cost me 5 coin, but I can't avoid that, I guess. So let's see. We'll also need some money to pay our company, but let's see. Is there anything the people at Torzak's Shelter would buy for me from me? So ceruleus crystal, for example. Yeah, that's something we can buy here cheaper than the people at Torzak's Shelter would pay for. I assumed as much because this place looks like it is the flavo crystals too, but I'd say we'll go for it. We're going to try to bring some ceruleus crystals back to good old Torzak's Shelter. But I somehow have my doubts that it will cover my expenses, but who knows? Oops. I'll need to try that nevertheless. Alright. So we're going to pay our people later this time. So it begins. I'm already broke. What's that? What does that yield to me? Okay, exact information about the node. I don't think I need that. Let's rather hunt a bit. And see if I can stretch out my resources for a little bit longer this way. I don't have much crystal on me now. So my scouts are really bad at hunting, as it seems. Or these roads are just bad for hunting per se. That could be also the case. I mean, it doesn't look like it's exactly the best environment to do hunting. So here we go. We're almost back at Torzak's place. But my dudes need to be paid soon. We're owing them quite heavily. My crew grumbles. Yeah. Yeah, my dudes, we're almost at town. We're almost at town. I'm pretty sure that I did that I'm already pretty done for, because I can't imagine that those few crystals will really get me out of the trouble I have. But I was hoping that we could get some faction job again. Probably some good travel there. Davin, for example. It's 10 to 14 days of travel, though. Dang. Drusian Quarry, Arkan. Let's go for that. It's only 3 to 5 days. And it will bring me the reward I need. Drusian Quarry would be even further. So we're going to get over there. It's also the smaller reward, but I need to do smaller jobs now. So we have only resources for 2 days. That won't bring us far. So I've heard that we can do this like that too. So let's pick up 1 stack. I think that's gonna be enough. And now we're going to pay our people this time even. Can you imagine? Well, I don't know how wildlife in this game in general works, Joran, because, you know, this game is playing in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, so... possibly the whole environment here is not going to be too providing. Alright. My scouts keep failing with the hunting jobs. It's very, very unfortunate. Would to have paid vigor here for that. Don't want to. I hope that this time the job doesn't go south. But it seems to me as if we should be fast enough this time. So, shouldn't I have a journal here? Yeah, so we have 4 days left. It's more time than I got food. This is true Rocky Merchant Guild Enjoyer Simulator. Yeah. I like that, though. It's a lot of fun so far. And there's so much going on in these towns that I could do so much more, even. Alright, we're getting out of trouble here slowly. Okay. So the merchant tasks are what we should go for first. And back to Torzak's shelter for the Oakwood people. Why not? I mean, I've learned now that this works out. Let's pick up one stack, or, well... Oops. Want to pick up 100 more. Just so we got enough food. Although this is pretty rough on us, so... Look for the monster stalking the vicinity of Arkham. Why the hell should I do this? So it appears to be an ordinary day at settlement of Arkham. Okay. As they stroll along the streets, the air becomes even hotter. A dust storm is upon Arkham. Okay. Through the ever-growing, howling dust storm, you follow the dark shape of the stranger. You turn around a corner, there you see it. The figure stands next to the black shape of a cellar entrance, beckoning you to follow. By now, the storm has grown incredibly fierce. Okay. Sure, Fang. Take 2 changers for giving me shelter. Wow, that was not really any help. I should really avoid one thing, though, that I did right there. Taking jobs when I don't have any movement points left. It's actually not smart at all. It's gonna be way smarter to wait until I'm rested up, because we are on a clock here. These Oakwood people are annoying. Okay. So. Well, Judy, we have to be happy about every single advantage that we can get. Alright. Examine the waystones. I should probably dismiss some of the warriors that I hired. It might have been a wrong choice to hire these people. They're just eating my food and spending my money. Okay. So there are unnerving whispers on the road. Awesome. There goes the crew's moral. Okay, last day of food. Yay, we're back. And I even got the changers to pay the tax. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I need the warriors, I agree. And I also get less and less money, so... Let's dismiss some fighters here. Because right now, yeah, the daily upkeep is now lower. And the consumption too. This was so far a catastrophe here. So we're going to lower our fighters down to 5. I think that could be enough. I have no clue. Because right now my money was getting less and less with every trip. That's not what I'm looking for. So let's see, 15 days for a trip to Lumen. Okay. Let's try that. I hope I have enough money to buy enough food here to actually get over to Lumen, but we're going to try. Yeah, it's looking good though. Alright. No, 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 no. We're going to leave. Now let's see how this will work. I mean, if we get attacked, I'll be missing those dudes for sure. But so far, we haven't been attacked once. But then again, I really feel like I was losing money. No, I wasn't only feeling like that. It was also happening. Okay. So far, so good. Let's see, maybe the Mistress of Lumen has something in store for us. So, okay. In crew combat encounters, your whole comitatus fights the enemy, either to protect themselves. Okay. So, that's our combat power. That's their combat power. So... But they aren't attacking us, we just passing each other. Okay. Luckily they didn't go for me, because that wouldn't have ended well for me. Hey, Nervous, hi there. Nice to see you, man. Okay, so we actually ended up with more money than before. Yay! I did it. I didn't mess up myself. Escort for Church of Ashkul. Encounter difficulty. Okay. So here we see the necessary combat power there. So, hell no. And also there's no job here. So reputation lower than task level. I see. We have reputation. Too bad. Let's see if the weirdo lady has a job for me. Okay. Alright, I seem to have already have a job that I didn't understand yet. Okay. Let's check out the journal. Well, I don't seem to have any. Wait a sec. Here, bring all kinds of good. Bring Candic 10 obsidian and 30 flavor crystals. I must have somehow overlooked that. Okay. So let's check out, is this deal there with the ceruleus crystals still a thing? Yeah, it is. This seems to be like some regular trade route we could take. Hey, Cerno, welcome. Okay, so since there's nothing we can trade, or no job we can take, I should rather say, we're going to, dang. No! Oh, shoot, I just messed up myself horribly. Okay. I shouldn't do that again. So the thing is, selling that stuff back doesn't do anything for me. Okay. I really need to be careful about that. Okay, that was really bad. I got enough food for the caravan though, so... God, so I'm a little bit disappointed that this game has no undo function, like in such situations. That would have been nice if the game would be like, yeah, you misclicked there. Don't worry, we got you. It's something I am used to in other games, honestly, but okay. Alright. So we're out of money to pay our peeps, but I've seen that coming when when I forgot to leave some money there. Legionnaire War Camp. Oh. No. We're not going to touch that. Okay. So if there is no other job in these towns, stuff is going to be always a little bit hard, eh? So, because I highly doubt, yeah, so this was an absolutely bad deal for me to travel over there. So earning money in this game is actually quite hard. I mean, here we would have yet another wonderful supply run for these dudes. But if there's no job on the way back, well, Arkan. There's 2 jobs leading to Arkan. Am I capable of carrying both? Not quite, eh? Aw, dang. That would be cool. Okay. It is, Cerno, it is. So we're going to check out. Let's go for the Civic District and visit the public library. My character is a scholar, why not? So temporarily closed. And the gardens? Take a walk in the gardens. Ah, if I had more herb lore, I could have found something there. Okay. Talk to the superintendent. So, got some lore about this place, but okay. I need money. I want to expand my caravan somehow. Instead of losing more and more money. But at least I know the way to Arkan already all on my own without even having to look onto the map. That's a good start so far. Houdini, good night. See you soon. Thanks for hanging around. I'm gonna be leaving quite soonish too because got a long day up ahead of me tomorrow too. A couple of friends of ours have a wedding anniversary and we're invited. Really nice people. So pay the road tax. Okay. Yeah, I'll rather pay the road tax. I'm not exactly the kind of person who's already capable of beating tax collectors into submission. I don't feel like we should be doing that. So as far as I can see, the game revolves around these overland repeatable tasks, and at the same time you can go for these bigger main story quests that will yield you insight. I'm pretty sure that quests like this lady with the crystals there are yielding some insight points when you go for them. So, Torzak's shelter. But the people from House Venari are paying better. They want 1 slot more in my inventory, but it doesn't matter because we can. We can provide, it's no problem. So 6 days are hopefully enough. Alright, let's buy for 8 days. So, what can I explore in Arkan? Your merchant, accompanied by 2 bodyguards, stands with his back to a warehouse surrounded by a crowd of angry quarry workers. If you would only listen, the merchant cries out with his palms held out in defense. Given the current situation, I simply cannot pay you more for the time being. Okay. Intervene on the side of the employer. I'm a scholar. Okay. We'll have to fight an angry mob now. With 1 companion. Let's see. I somehow have the feeling as if this wouldn't go good. Yeah, these dudes have all the same vitality roughly as Harback. So, can we make a run for it? Retreat not available. That's not good. This will take no good end for our good friend Harback. Can't imagine that he's that powerful. To take down all these people alone. Yeah, that's just what I thought. He's gonna get messed up like crazy. It's pretty, okay, so clicking there does actually abort his move. Okay. Yeah, that was totally predictable. Like, if we have 3 enemies who are all equally strong, yeah, maybe next time. Okay. We lost some money, but whatever. So we need way more people there. But you have to take a blow to know what you can do and can't do. And I did the same mistake again. I took a job before resting up there. Dang. Okay. So what are these readouts here? These are units of the enemy side, aren't they? Okay. Well, no interest in taking a desperate fight there. I'll rather make my peaceful ways and see how we can earn us some more money. I think the first step that I should do once I have everything under control, we're just going to pray. Okay. Let's leave some food there. Why not? We can't afford that. We're almost there, aren't we? Wonder if you can find something within these structures when you go there. It's one thing I'm really looking forward to. But I guess I should do something like that once I have a little bit of extra money and extra people and a lot of things. Okay, please tell me that it's still there. Okay, good. Yeah, we're slowly getting there. Extra storage plus 7 beast cargo. Ah, yeah, okay. Why don't we... Oh, we have equipped that. Okay. Okay, so now I have understood how this game works. I'm sadly already pretty tired and I'm going to go to bed for today. So thanks for everybody hanging around. This has been a pretty interesting first sight here. I have no clue where this will lead me, but I'm going to check it out further in the coming days. So see you all tomorrow or so, and bye-bye.